Hi there and welcome to this week's Form Time Numeracy Challenge. You may recall we had a Where's the Maths in This challenge with an iceberg. I've got a new one for you. Here it comes. Please pause the video and see how many different mathematical things you can come up with from this picture. Okay, I'm going to go through some suggestions now, so please make sure you've paused the video and given yourselves enough time. So I've just come up with some. I'm sure you've got loads and loads more. So fractions, you've got half an apple, or maybe you could look at these segments. You've got 1/8 here because you've got 8 segments in total. You can look at some symmetry, some line symmetry. You could look at some rotational symmetry as well. We can look at shapes. We've got spheres, we've got hemispheres, we've got a cylinder here full of juice. We can talk about things like fractals and Fibonacci. That might be stretching you a little bit beyond what you've done so far. We can look at volume and capacity, maybe ratio and proportion when you're making a smoothie, the proportion of fruit or different types of fruit to water. We can look at changing the fact that you might start with a solid, with an apple, and turn it into a liquid, into a juice. So there's just a few little ideas. I'm sure you've come up with loads as well. Right. We mentioned fractals, we mentioned Fibonacci, and I'm not going to go into them in any detail now, but one thing I would just like to say is there's loads and loads and loads of numbers in nature everywhere, and I just found a few pictures I thought you might like to look at. And you can see how these plants grow, for example, following a Fibonacci sequence. You might have heard of the golden ratio. We have a fractal here. These are ice crystals and some broccoli. Okay, right. So I'm bringing up a question that you were given before, but I'm not sure if everyone got a chance to look at it. It's from the game 24. So we're going to finish off with that if you've got time. If you haven't, that's absolutely fine too, but it's coming up now. Okay. And the first one was done for you as an example. I explained in the previous session how you need to use all 4 numbers. You must use all 4, and you can only use each number once, and you can use any operation you want. Here I've used subtraction and then multiplication, and I must always make the number 24. So pause if you've got time. And now I'm going to bring up some solutions for silver and gold. Remember, for some of these, there are multiple solutions. There you go. That's all from me. Thank you very much.